Hey everybody, Foxy here at Petardo, and I've been getting a lot of requests on how to mod in cars on Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. The first step is to make your San Andreas moddable. I've already made a video about that, so that'll be in the link in the description below. To make things easier, you can also install a car spawner, which will make it easier to check and see if your mods worked right. Let's get started. First thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to download GTA Garage Mod Manager. This is a car mod manager and installer for Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. You're going to want to get this. It's at gtagarage.com on this page, which the link will be in the description. It's by Delphi. You want to go to download, and it'll have one from February 2007, this top one. You'll want to download that. Here, download it. Once it's downloaded, you can go to your downloads folder, and it'll be right here marked as a RAR file. You can open this up, and the files that you need will be in here. You'll want to open up where your San Andreas is installed. For me, it's under, I put it under Steam Apps Common Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. You want to drag and drop these into the directory along with where your game's installed. This will not work unless it's in the game install directory. Just the root folder. Doesn't have to be in anything, just out here by the exe. Okay, once we have it here, this is all we need. You can launch it to check and see if it works. It should work. This is what you should see. You should see a bunch of names of different cars you can click on, and a preview window. You can use the mouse wheel to scroll in and out to look at it, and you can use the left or right mouse buttons to rotate it. Okay, so moving on. We want a car to install now. So, for an example, let's use this 80 Cadillac Fleetwood. So this is on GTAinside.com. This is a good place to get a lot of different car mods and stuff. You'd go underneath cars, you can look at different brands and all sorts of stuff. So here we're going to download this. Hit start download. And then you'll save it. I've already got it saved, so let's get on with it. Okay, under downloads, it comes up, it's underneath this bunch of numbers, Cadillac.zip. So if you open this up, you'll notice a folder that says Cadillac, and then Tahoma.dff and Tahoma.txt. You want to extract that folder into your downloads. Okay, so we have this Cadillac folder with the two files in it. You'll want to open ggmm, and if you notice in this Cadillac folder it says Tahoma. That means that replaces the Tahoma. So you can go to the search bar and type in Tahoma, and here's the Tahoma. You'll want to go to Installer, Manual Mod Installer. Here you have all these different lines. The main ones that you're worried about is the DFF model and TXT textures. So now we can go to the DFF model and click Open. Here we can go to Downloads. Here you can go to Downloads and you can go to Cadillac, where this is. There's the DFF file. So you select that, and then in the TXT, you'll do the same one, TXT. So these are both in here. If you get a folder that has like a text file that has all these different lines, you put them in here. I'll show you how to do that pretty soon. So then you'll want to hit install, and it replaces it. Then after it's replaced, it says done, you can hit exit. Okay, now normally this would show a preview of this car. For some reason, this Cadillac model doesn't work like that for some reason. You can even hit reload and it won't do it. So now we can close out of this if you want, and you can play your game, or we're going to add another car, and then that way we can check out two of them. Now the next car that we'll do is a 1986 Buick Century. Download this. I've already got it, so we'll go to downloads. Okay, so now this will show up as this bunch of numbers, Buick Century 86. I want to move all these files into their own folder. Just call this Buick and put them in here. Now you'll notice in this one there's nebula.dff and nebula.txd. The JPEG is what the car is going to look like. That's just a preview. The IVF, if you read the README, it'll have like what this means. Always read your READMEs because they'll let you know what's going on. The IVF, these two in here, that's actually for an IVF script. So if you have an IVF script, that works with it differently. If you're just running the game, then you're going to be using these. You also want to pay attention, this one's a little more advanced. You also want to pay attention to these. I'll show you how to do that in just a second. Okay, so you'll want to put these in place of the nebula. So here's the nebula. So manual install. And we'll go to our Buick folder. Put that, and then TXD. We'll put that one. Okay, now, open up, this is where you open up that README again. Okay, in here it has a carmods.dat, carcalls.dat, and handling.config. Now you want to take the handling.config, you want to highlight all this, and you want to paste it into the handling line. That's the main thing you want to worry about. The carmods.dat you would want to put into carmods line here. I think this is car colors, so we're going to put this in the colors line. Okay, and after that we're going to hit install. And exit. Okay, so here's our new car. Here's how we can tell if we've installed that right, is you can go to damaged. Yeah, we did that right. Okay, so this is damaged and normal view. So now we have that installed. Now we can go into the game and we can test these out. It'll be a whole lot easier too if you have a car spawner, because then you can just spawn them in. So let's do that. Just for the sake of it, we'll just start a new one. We'll be out in an open area anyway. Okay, so here we are. See, there's a Cadillac. We know that works. Okay, now let's use our car spawner. Okay, it was a nebula we're looking for. Here it is, nebula. There we go, and it worked. Turn my controller on here. There we go. So there we go, and now we have a Buick. So there is an alternate way to do this. You don't have to use GGMM if you want. You don't have to use this program. There's actually another way to do it. You can get this thing called Spark. That's an image editor. You can download it here. And you download this one. When you download it, it'll be here. And this is what it'll look like. You can put this anywhere. We'll just make a folder for it and call it Spark, I guess. Okay. Here's the other way to do this. Open up spark.exe. You'll get this box. Here you can hit File and hit Open. Here you'll want to navigate to where your game's saved, and you'll go into Models, and then GTA3.image. This is the file that contains all your cars and stuff. So you want to click that and it will open. You'll see all these files in here. Now here, you can actually go in and let's say we were going to replace the car Tahoma with that Cadillac, but we hadn't done it yet. We can go here and type in Tahoma and hit enter. It'll search for Tahoma and there's a DFF. Well now, if we wanted to, we could go into downloads and go into the Cadillac and get that DFF, and you just drag and drop it. You want to search again and you'll get the TXD coming up, and then you'll drag that over and drop it. This is the easiest way to do it, but you don't get your handling files. So then after you have that in there, it's going to have them on the bottom already set to replace. So these are going to replace what's already in the game. And then you would hit save, and it saves them into the game. This is the easiest way to do it, but you don't have full control over your handling without going and editing other files. So I prefer to do it with the little mod manager window, plus you get to look at the car and see it a lot of times. So that's pretty nice. You also can back them up there. This you would manually have to do a backup, and that's no fun. But always remember to do backups no matter what option you choose to do. Halfway through this recording, I spent a good 30 minutes having to recover from not making a backup on one of the car files and screwing up big time. So just keep that in mind. I know a lot of people have been asking for this, and it's been a while since I've made one of these. All links referenced will be in the description below. I hope this helps. Foxy Delegans out.